Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is an all signs reading, and it's going to be what is coming your way. This is a timeless reading, so just tune in whenever you find it to your sign, sun, moon, or rising. Let's go, starting with Aries. What is coming your way, Aries, sun, moon, rising? Knight of Swords. King of Wands. Okay, somebody wants to communicate with you regarding, for some of you, it's about a business venture. Or some sort of adventure, something active, something that can lead to profit. Okay, but Knight of Swords, we got an idea that's growing, but we have somebody who's coming in and wanting to talk to you about something in particular. Okay, we have King of Wands at the back of the deck. So I just feel like, I do also feel like somebody here is wanting to get like advice from you. Or just wanting to interact with you, spend time with you. It just seems like somebody's wanting to kind of feed off of you in a way, and it doesn't feel vampiric or bad. It doesn't feel that way to me. Okay, but there is someone who wants to interact with you. Okay, this could also be someone coming back from the past. What else? What's coming towards Aries? Growth. Yeah, I feel like if this is somebody who you've had some sort of relationship with, or I do feel like for maybe one or two people, a small amount of people, that you might have had a falling out with somebody, maybe just kind of like a small argument, or somebody might think it's small, but the other person might think it's a little bit bigger. But I feel like when this gets circled back around, like, you know, the topic comes back around, this person comes back around, they've kind of matured or just have a different way of approaching it. This could be vice versa, you or them. But for others of you, like I said, this feels like some sort of opportunity more so for the majority. Like I said, it feels kind of like either business-like, or there's also some self-growth here, like just there's an opportunity for you to grow in some way, but there's a huge profit waiting for you. There's a profit. So this can be financially, this can be just like character-wise, you know, some sort of personal development. Yeah, I do also see you being like trying something different, active. That's active. Okay. What else? I'm picking up on a trip somewhere, a certain location or environment. Might have to do with like hiking, or I don't know. I'm just getting transportation, just gone somewhere else. Okay, what else? Somebody here could be like moving, maybe an opportunity to relocate for business, or like take a trip somewhere to do business, like being invited to something, some sort of function. Okay. We got sabotage, rebuilding. Okay, yeah. So definitely for those of you, this is about some sort of relationship or connection, venture. This could be something that could have been on pause, or let's see, on pause. Yeah. Maybe something that just was building a little bit slow, things like that. But it just seems like there's a wall being kind of broken down, and there's able to be progress made. Okay. All right. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to go ahead and move on to what's next. Leo. Okay. Leo, sun, moon, rising. What is coming their way? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Definitely money coming in, or new money coming in. It feels like, just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so it feels like new money coming in, like a new stream of income, okay? Or a form of income that's been kind of light, but now there's like some oomph to it, like a little bit more coming in, okay? And this can also indicate somebody else's generosity that I'm feeling or sensing. Like, I just feel like there's generosity here, but there's money. There's something else. Gifts. Yeah, I feel like somebody is like being spoiled right now, or there's just like this sense of abundance. Okay. What else? All right. So this could also come from another fire sign, or somebody with prominent fire in their chart, because we do have King of Wands here. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just somebody who's very adventurous, very attractive, very alluring, very go-getter, you know. It seems like there's somebody who is wanting to be generous towards you, or wanting to build something with you. So, okay, we got that. What else? Forgiveness. Okay, so it could be somebody wanting to get back in your good graces. All right. What else? I do also sense here, this isn't going to be for everyone, but this could have to like involve a parent, like possibly a parent wanting to apologize for something or come back around to, like, you know, mend a relationship, something like that. Or maybe even like what father-in-law's, not father-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, that kind of thing, or maybe your immediate family, or just, you know, I don't know. But there is like a familial type of relationship that I feel is showing up in this reading. Okay. What else? So I do feel like a bonding activity as well. Like maybe you're being invited to something, or like even invited over to somebody's house. Maybe this is vice versa. You're inviting somebody over to your house. But it just seems like there's some intimacy here in terms of just connection and genuineness. Okay. All right. All right. Yep, look, we got it right here. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted friendship. So yeah, there can be some rekindling here, some clearing the air, or just getting to know somebody, just connecting, being intimate. And when I say intimate, I don't necessarily mean, you know, physical and stuff like that. You know, maybe there's some hugging or whatever. You know, it is what it is. Whatever happens is up to you guys, but it just feels intimate in the sense of like just a deep conversation, or like a memorable moment, you know, just like the card says, savoring the moment, just very genuine and authentic, you know, got that in there, genuine connection. So I love that for you. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. King of Wands. Okay, so all of the fire signs have gotten King of Wands. So you could be involved with someone who has prominent fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or I do also feel like this is kind of you kind of being in your element. Yeah, it feels like you're in your element. Okay. And then look, we even have Nine of Pentacles here at the back of the deck. Nine of Pentacles is about, somebody just really tending to their own garden, relaxing, assessing their own like worth, what they've been putting in, what they're getting out. Just kind of really, it's giving a little bit of hermit, but like not too much. Okay. And then we do have Queen of Cups underneath that, which is kind of giving that same feeling of like just kind of paying attention to yourself a little bit more. Okay. What else? I feel like, so I'm getting the energy of like expansion. So I feel like you're leveling up in some way, or you're taking in knowledge that will help you level up in some way. So maybe you're listening to podcasts, audiobooks, maybe you're, reading or researching something, but it just seems like you're coming into, it's like you're reprogramming yourself, your mindset to kind of, to perceive yourself and your reality differently, so opening up possibility, like opening yourself up to different possibilities. Like it's almost like you're even, I'm being drawn back to this Nine of Pentacles. It's like you're focused on your shifting your environment or shifting your space. So that can be, in 3D, where maybe you're like rearranging your home, throwing some stuff out, buying new stuff, decorating. You could be doing things like that. But you also could maybe just be looking for another place to live that's going to be more aligned, just shifting your environments, taking yourself to new environments outside of where you typically are, and just kind of exposing yourself to where you want to be at. You know what I mean? That saying where it's like surround yourself with the people you want to be like. That's what I'm getting right now. Okay. All right. I mean, anything else you want to say? Let's see. What else? Prayer. See? Y'all. Prayer. So turning lemons into lemonade. Like, what do you want? Do you want to be, in the city, your city life? Do you want to be more peaceful out? Do you want to farm? Do you want, I don't know, be on the water? Like, what do you want? And so I can see you just kind of shifting your reality, shifting your perspective of like, okay, what do I want my dream life to look like? Where would I be at? How would I spend my time? You know what I mean? That's you. So, okay. But that's good because it's working. It's like spirit is like, yeah, we see you. We see what you're doing. We see what what you're doing. So, yeah. So just keep it up. That's what, keep it up. Okay. All right. Well, that's for you, Sagittarius. We're going to move on to Gemini. Okay, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, Gemini, you're stressing. You're stressing. It's like Spirit just said, the straw that broke the camel's back. So there's something about the way you've been going about life that's just not even going to cut it no more. Spirit says there's something that's about to come in where like it could be somebody, when you be so stressed and somebody just comes up to you and they're like, hi, how are you? How's your day? And that just pisses you off because you've got all this stuff that you're carrying, and just this person saying good morning, how are you? It just it's too much. That's the energy that I'm getting. Okay. And so okay, what's going on? renewal. Okay. I feel like that's really gonna kind of hit you. That's gonna hit you. Like, I don't want to be crabby. Like I don't want these burdens. I don't want to be like this. Okay, so we got renewal here of you kind of just making a shift and kind of releasing things. There's definitely the energy of releasing here, letting go of stuff. And some of these things are way from the past. They're not even like current responsibilities or anything. Like, sure, those things might be at the forefront, but there's something like way from the past that I feel like you're getting ready to let go. I feel like maybe it has to do with inner child. Okay. There might be an inner child thing that has been dwelling, and I feel like that's getting let go. Something about relationships. Okay. Could be a relationship to a parent, or a relationship to a friend, or a romantic partner. But there's something about some sort of turning point about a relationship in particular, or the way that you view relationships, And especially with that, with 10 of Wands. So like if you've been doing a lot, carrying other people's burdens and stuff like that, as a way to maintain relationship with them, I don't see you doing that anymore. I feel like some of the things that you're letting go are going to go back to the people that it should be at. You know what I mean? Okay. What else? I do feel like you're going to be a little bit more happier, like obviously once you do that. But with the 3 of Wands, your vision is shifting, and you can kind of see it with this renewal card as well. Because, on one hand, there's this winter perspective. Like, all you're going to see is, the snow, things withering and dying. But then once you get over here, then your perspective shifts and you see things growing and developing. So I just feel like with the 3 of Wands here, your vision is shifting and you're able to kind of see things a little bit differently. And I feel like that's what's helping with your releasing process. And what's going to help you balance out these relationships, or whatever relationship is coming to your mind right now. Also, relationship with yourself, right? Okay. I do see you spending some time alone. Okay, we got the Hermit card here. But that time alone is giving you some sort of insight. And like I said, we got shift in perspective here. We also have the Fool card right underneath that. So definitely new beginning, new sense of self, new way, like new outlook on relationships. I really feel like it's about relationship with others and your relationship with yourself, because you're doing too much. You're doing too much, and that's really going to come to the forefront of your mind. Like, Spirit's going to put that in your face. Like, I feel like there's some sort of incident, or just like I said, it could just be somebody coming up and saying hi, but there's something in particular that you're going to experience, and you're going to be like, no, I can't live like this no more. No, I gotta let some of these things go. I gotta let some of these things go back to the person who owns it. It's not my baggage. It's somebody else's. Okay. So that's for you, Gemini. We're going to go ahead and move on to Libra. Got the Hermit. All right, Libra. 6 of Wands. I just heard be quiet. So you could be spending time to yourself. I mean, we have the Hermit card. I feel Spirit says fall off the face of the earth. So yeah, most definitely doing you. There's this energy of doing you, doing it alone. Whether you're taking yourself out on dates, maybe, I just feel like you're doing more things that you want to do. Okay, and you're doing it alone. Okay. But also with the Hermit, there's this like wisdom or inner knowing, and like the shift in self. And I feel like you're experiencing that. especially as a Libra, because Libras love partnership, they love connection with others. But I feel like I said, there's this, okay, I'm going out and doing what I want to do. I don't care if there's somebody with me or not. So I feel like you're enjoying yourself more, enjoying time with yourself. Okay. Six of Wands. Yeah. You feel like you're winning. You feel like you're the prize. You feel like you're winning, just like winning at life. Like everything's good. Ace of Pentacles. What else? I feel like somebody's trying to come get you, Libra. Just with this Six of Wands, this, the card of like, winning. And, there's more to it, but I just get this heavy sense like, yes, you feel like you're winning, but I also feel like there's somebody coming towards you, like riding towards you, who feels like you're the prize or wants to win you over. Okay. But I see you being very just, Spirit said nonchalant, but I don't feel that. Just, I feel, unbiased, just kind of like, okay, let them show themselves, let them prove themselves. I'm just going to be out here doing me, and, I'll see if they try to sway me or not, and if it, how I feel, right? So you're not easily won. But I feel like somebody is trying to, especially with this Ace of Pentacles right here. This is somebody wanting to offer you something, wanting to start a connection, or, something like that. And we also have Four of Wands. Someone wanting to escape with you, take you somewhere, new experience, just wants to spend time with you, be in union with you. So, yeah, there is someone who's eyeing you, but you're in this hermit energy of like, okay, well, let me see if I want to do that. Let me see if I want to listen. Let me see if I'm interested. You're definitely taking your time. All right. Most definitely taking your time. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh. Is that Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Swords. I feel like you're missing somebody, or somebody is missing you. Missed opportunity here. Could have to do with some stubbornness, like somebody listening to ego. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles. This could even have to do with like a work, something related to work opportunity, where it's a missed opportunity just because of ego. Okay. Yeah, there's some stubbornness and what? Okay, just stubbornness. Okay, what else? There's some regret, like some remorse. Okay. There's a silence, somebody not being in communication. So could be that you don't get a response to something, or maybe you're not responding to somebody. But yeah, there's a silence in communication. I'm feeling like a wall up. Something is very hurtful. Okay, Three of Swords. So somebody may be coming into some information that's very hurtful. We also have the Lovers here. So this could have to do with a romantic connection, or just something you were passionate about, something you wanted to put, your all eggs into one basket type of thing, where you're like, oh, this is the one, this is the opportunity, this aligns with me. So you really had your heart set on something in particular, but it just kind of seems like it, like there's a no, there's a pause, there's, it's not yielding. It's not turning out how you'd like it to. Okay, but we do have this Perseverance card, so it could be that, another opportunity that may be adjacent or similar can pop up. or just something taking a little bit longer to build. Okay. Anything else? I just feel somebody here, if this is a romantic relationship or connection, that's not going to resonate with everybody, but I just feel like maybe you or the other person almost like idolized the other, whoever. Because with Queen of Pentacles, this is very much like, okay, this is my dream person. Like, they're very solid and secure. I admire their strength, their reserve. Like, this person could be reserved and like they stand on business. They have boundaries. They're very like assertive, or and I feel like maybe that was attractive. And so I just feel like this is like a high quality type of person, or at least in your mind, or vice versa. And so, yeah. Okay. But again, the same could be said if this is about an opportunity, a career opportunity or something like that. You could have, like I said, had your heart set on it, felt like it was the perfect fit for you because XYZ. If this works out, I'll be making this much money, and that's, then I can do this. It's almost like, like future planning, having your heart set on a specific vision, and then it just kind of being extremely delayed, very slow, or just a complete stop. But again, you do have this perseverance card. Okay, so I would say just kind of pause and listen, like intuitively, on where you're being guided to. Okay. All that glitters is not gold, Spirit just said. Yeah. Not enough card. So, what is that saying? Rejection is God's redirection. Somebody said that, and that just came up here. Okay, so that's for you, Aquarius. We're gonna move on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Don't have to be. We got the Hierophant. Okay. They keep saying ready. You're ready for something. It's ready. And now they're saying shine. Okay, I feel like... Oh, hold on. Well, they're saying something about like teaching, being a mentor to somebody, sharing. It's somebody here in particular maybe wants to start a podcast. Maybe they want to do a course or be some sort of a coach, sell some sort of information. Somebody here wants to do that. And Spirit is saying you're ready. Okay? Yeah, like you have what you need to get started. You don't need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff, or, you can make it do with what you have right now. Okay. They're also saying that you got the Moon card here, so you've got a clear vision. I'd say that your vision is clear, and like that, there shouldn't be any confusion. You've got a clear vision. Get moving. Queen of Pentacles is the element of earth, being solid, and moving with structure and intentionality, right? So it seems like you've got that. Like you've got the intention, you've got the vision. So now it's just about continuing, taking steps, right? The element of earth grows slowly, so just kind of being prepared for the pacing of things, not rushing it, but also not doing anything. You know what I mean? Okay, what else? Okay, we got release. I feel the energy of Seven of Cups with this release card. So I just feel like there's a message here about not just making sure that you're focused and releasing all the other things that don't need to be there. So I feel like maybe you're in this thought process of like, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, that would be great. But like, you need to get started or focus on a foundation first. So like, focus on a foundation, you know, a niche, something that's solid, and then start branching out and being creative, because that second portion of branching out and being creative, then like, that's how you stay relevant. So like, literally yesterday I was talking about Gordon Ramsay, right? Side note. So I was talking about how Gordon Ramsay has had all these different shows and stuff. They're all cooking shows, but they're different in a way. And that has allowed him to stay relevant, right? That is sort of the similar thing where like, you need to start with something with the niches, right? His thing is cooking. And then, you know, once he's developed like his initial, like, we know who he is and stuff, then he branches out and, you know, you got all these shows and whatever. This is very similar. Spirit is like, you can't have your attention divided on this, that, this, and the third. You need a structure first. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? And also, I picked up on this a little bit earlier though. Somebody here might be like getting married or getting proposed to or planning a wedding. Something like that. Yeah. Talking about marriage. Okay. Maybe very few of you guys, but somebody here may be like being ordained, you know, wanting to marry other people and stuff. Attending a wedding perhaps. But yeah, there's like marriage, wedding type energy here as well. Okay. For those of you who that message was for. Okay. But I do feel like somebody is appreciative of you or viewing you as someone who is knowledgeable, viewing you as somebody who is very intentional, and worth waiting for. So I don't know. That just, yeah. What is that song? The song from Mulan. A girl worth fighting for. Okay, that's what they just said. A girl worth fighting for. Regardless of gender, that's what came up. Place it if it's relevant. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Capricorn, because I think that's where we're at. All right, Capricorn. Okay, we got Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. All right. I'm just going to mark off what we've already done. We're in Capricorn. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn. I feel like there, for some of you, there's somebody that you're pursuing or want to spoil, or vice versa. Maybe somebody wants to spoil you. Okay, what else? Yeah, there's a magnetism here. It's honestly giving Empress energy. So I don't know if there's somebody who's just like spending more time doing mani-pedis, doing like glamour work or something like that. I don't know, but it feels very Venus, Empress. Okay. But yeah, so the attraction is very high right now. And so there's very high manifestation power. I'm just letting you know, like, if you're trying to attract a lover or magnetize somebody and magnetize money, opportunity, whatever it is, it's around you. Okay. Somebody might be getting a new mirror. I don't know. Or doing like mirror affirmation. There's something about a mirror. I don't know. Maybe like the way that you view yourself is changing, or the way that other people view you is changing. But yeah, a mirror is significant here. Okay, what else? Enlightenment. Okay. Okay. This feels very self-focused. There could also be like a relationship with a family member that's being highlighted. Like maybe you're spending time, or somebody who's like a family member. Okay. So maybe spending time going out with somebody who's important to you. I don't know. Okay, check this out. Yep, and the death card underneath. Let me back it up so y'all can follow. You got Queen of Pentacles and you got Queen of Wands. And I feel like, so we got Enlightenment right here, and we also have the death card, meaning like there's a transition. And so I feel like you yourself are transitioning from somebody who, yes, works hard, is about getting money and things like that, but I feel like you're like, why do I need to work this hard when life could be easier? And so you're learning on how to magnetize, or just like bring in abundance, all the things that you want without having to like break your back. You know what I mean? So you're shifting out of this mindset of having to do things the hard way and just deciding to like magnetize it and go with the flow instead. It's giving very much pretty privilege. I gotta keep it real. That might not resonate with everybody, but yeah, that's what it's giving. But even, I can even say, it's just kind of like you've been doing things a certain way and you're just like, it doesn't have to be this hard. I'm going to shift and do it this way instead. That's really, really what it's getting. Especially with this enlightenment. It's just kind of like, why have I been doing this? What have I been doing this for when I can do this instead? So yeah, I just feel like a strategy or technique. You're changing that, and that's working out for you. Okay. You feel more powerful. You feel more like appreciated, or just, yeah, you feel good. Okay. Yep. See, we have the not enough card, feeling frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence. Yeah, I'm not seeing that no more. So you're definitely like changing. Like there's a high focus on yourself and you changing something inside you, and that's showing out into your world. But I do also feel with this death card that some of you are either getting a divorce or you're exiting a relationship, because with Pentacles, that's the household, that's relationship, commitment. And then we got Wands, which is very much like flow, go where I want to go, do what I want to do. So I definitely feel like somebody is exiting a relationship that could have been draining for them, making them feel like they weren't enough, making them feel like they were doing too much, having to chase somebody or whatever. And it's just like, no. So yeah, this death card, honestly, I like the changes that I'm feeling and that I'm seeing. I gotta be real with you. Okay, so keep doing your thing. Have the glow up you deserve. All right. What's next? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we got the Strength card. We got Seven of Swords. Spirit says the truth will set you free. Okay. Okay. Let me be putting that a little bit closer to you guys. Okay. The truth will set you free. I just feel like somebody's been keeping you in the dark about something. Release. Okay. So I feel like somebody's been keeping you in the dark about something. You got the release card here. I feel like maybe you've been stressing out about hearing back from somebody or what they're deciding, what they're doing. Somebody in particular, maybe not everyone, has been staying up at night, just wondering, giving all your mental energy to this person. And with the Strength card and release, I just feel like that is changing. Like you're finally hitting a point where you're like, I'm tired of doing this. I got to change something. And so I feel like you're just you're shifting, you're releasing that. You're releasing that worry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're realizing that you have control of yourself mainly, and so if you don't want to be thinking about that person, then stop thinking about it. I don't know. I just feel like you're having that realization of like, no, I don't want my energy to be going here. Okay. I do also feel like somebody is trying to like test you or trying to get you to have a reaction, and you're not reacting anymore. Okay. Coffee cup. Okay. For some of you, I feel like you've decided to release this connection and start dating somebody else. If this isn't about romance for you, then I don't know. That's kind of really what I'm getting is it could be a romantic connection or a friendly connection. Or just it's some sort of connection that feels like you were spending a lot of mental power trying to guess or figure things out, trying to like investigate or get information that wasn't coming to you, and now you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? When I can just go date or I can go talk to somebody else. I can spend my time elsewhere, even if it's like for just you. So like, let's say you're not dating or talking to somebody else. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to redirect that energy back into myself, and I'm going to worry about what I'm doing type of thing, That's what I see. Is there anything else I'm picking up? Let me. I do feel like there's some sort of past hurt that you're releasing. I don't know how long in the past it is. I do feel like it has to do with the relationship, but it could be of any kind, romantic, friendship, something like that. I don't know. But I do feel like there's a relationship where you're just kind of like, okay, I've grieved enough and I'm ready to like be strong and carry on type of thing. For those of you like, somebody else here, it could be just an opportunity that you really feel like you missed out on, and maybe you were kind of set on it working out. But now you're like, okay, let me get myself together and pursue something else, essentially. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I got for you. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. you got the Strength card, Queen of Wands. Excuse me. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Somebody... Okay. Heavy romantic energy here. Somebody is very, like, commanding. But it's, like, alluring in a way. So this is somebody with, like, a good amount of confidence. I don't know if I'm picking up on you or the person you're interested in or seeing something like that, but there's a good amount of confidence and leadership here. Somebody stating what they want, holding the other person accountable. There's really nice energy here. I like it. Okay. Faith. Okay. Heartbroken. Okay. Okay. All right. So this could have to do, okay, again, I've got this Queen of Wands, and this is somebody who's very magnetic, alluring, and flows to the beat of their own drum. And so I do, and then we got Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like, I don't know, maybe somebody here is single again, focusing on themselves, focusing on their own ambitions, their own desires. But with this Knight of Pentacles, there could be a suitor coming in, but there could also be a past person who's wanting to circle back around and hoping for another chance. But again, look, Justice. Somebody, there you go. Justice card. Somebody may be trying to make things right. Maybe they feel like they want to offer more than they were doing in the past. But with this Queen of Wands and the Strength card, just like I said, the Queen of Wands here is holding somebody accountable, just kind of doing her own thing. She's not giving up her ambitions or anything like that to go to somebody else. So I definitely feel like there's a path set out. We've got this Faith card of things working out, the universe wanting to hand you things. So I just feel like, hold on, there's a message here of like maintaining your boundaries, because it's going to get you what you want. Like not lowering your standard, maintaining your boundaries, because it's going to get you what you're actually wanting and not less than that. Okay. And I just feel like there's almost a warning here of like, if you lower your standards, if you open that door back up, you're going to end up regretting it, essentially. So that's there's just a quick warning message that popped up here. Okay, anything else? There's just this energy of like a lion. Okay, so I don't know, maybe Spirit is saying be like a lion, or maybe you're in that lion energy, but I feel like it's good. It's very defensive, it's very prideful. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? I don't know. Yeah, just a huge message on like holding your boundaries, because I feel like somebody's trying to come in, but make sure, so with the Justice card, this is the scales, balance. They need to be matching you. Okay, they need to be on your level. All right. So like I said, no less than. No less than. All right. That's your message. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Pisces. All right, last one. Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we got the Fool card. Okay, we got the Fool for you Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is coming their way? Okay, y'all. Of course, Pisces is the mermaid, but like, yeah, y'all are on some mermaid-ish. Okay, what's going on? New, nice, shiny things. So I don't know if you're buying yourself some things or people are giving you gifts or something like that. Like, you know, maybe you've been expecting a package or something and that's finally coming in. So I just feel like there's something coming to you that you are excited to receive. Okay, so it could be an item, could be a person, could be, you know, a career opportunity, a new connection, you just meeting somebody, a free coffee, I don't know. But there's just something coming to you that you're very excited about. Okay, it's like a nice treat. What else? Prayer. Okay. I feel like somebody here will be in a new environment. Okay, so maybe you're moving, maybe new career opportunity, maybe going to like a new beach or something, a vacation. There's something about the environment being different for some of you. Okay. What else? I do also feel like you could have somebody accompanying you, because I'm just drawn to that. There's two lemons, so I feel like there can be, you could be moving in with somebody else, or maybe doing a trip with family, doing a trip with a friend. I don't know, but I just feel like there's some companionship could be here for some of you. Okay. I do also feel, Spirit just said ice melt. Ice melt. So I feel like there's some intimacy as well. That doesn't mean that it's a romantic connection or anything like that, but I do feel like there's something kind of like tugging at your heartstrings a little bit. Like you care about a person, you care about you care about something. Okay. Anything else? The color orange is getting my attention. Also, a car came to mind. I don't know if it's specific to like an orange car or not, but that came up. And a lawn chair. So yeah, maybe you're sitting out somewhere enjoying views for sure. Okay, come on, one more card. Here we go. The Chaser. So I feel like this is about, like I said, magnetizing something to you, receiving something, getting a hold of something. Okay. And this could also be someone trying to chase after you as well, because like I said, I was picking up on like something coming to you and you receiving it or being excited about it. So I don't know if you like ignored somebody and now they're coming around. I don't know, or the energy can be reversed. But yeah, there's something coming to you. Could have to do with another person, you know, companionship, a trip, an opportunity, but it's almost like a fresh start or just something new, a new experience, adventure, and you're enjoying it. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I got for you. Thank you for tuning in to the reading. Take care.